Hello, I'm continuing from the last video about extraterrestrial contact. I had a client yesterday. This is the first time that I've had a client that this came through for, that she is here to help be the mediary for extraterrestrial contact. And I go into this more in the last video, so if you want this to make more sense and get all of the information, which is very, very interesting, go check out the last video. I channel a group of cosmic beings that are here to help us on our human journey, and I've been getting questions about when extraterrestrials will make contact, and it hasn't been something that I've been nudged to or that I felt the need to channel. But yesterday, my client, her questions resulted in receiving information around this very topic, so extraterrestrial contact. So I wanted to follow up and finish with some of the other information that came through about her soul contract, and some of the things that she's experienced in this life, to see, if this resonates for any of you. Maybe this might help some of you as well. And to give you more information that my guides are sharing around how you can prepare for extraterrestrial contact, and a little bit more about what that means. So my client yesterday, one of her questions was, why does she not remember a lot of her childhood? And this is something that I have experienced as well. I don't remember a lot of my childhood. Some of the things I remember are actually things that have to do with my gifts. I remember being able to tune in, and I could tell when what people were feeling. I could tell what they were thinking. I could tell when somebody had good intentions or not. And I could even tell, there's a specific instance I remember, I was probably not even 5, maybe 4, where I could tell that someone's soul had left their body, but I didn't know that was what was happening at the time. And this person was experiencing massive trauma in their life, and their soul had temporarily disconnected. And I remember seeing this and being like, what's going on? And now I know what it is, but at the time I didn't have any context. So a lot of my childhood memories have to do with my gifts, speaking to my guides that went away when I was told that they're not real and stop pretending. So when my client asked me why, she's curious about why she doesn't remember a lot of her childhood, what came through was really supportive for me as well. And what they said is that since she hasn't been here probably before, I didn't get into that too deep, but it looks like this might be her first human incarnation. She has been here as an extraterrestrial before in the past, a long, long time ago, more than once. And she chose to incarnate into the physical form to help anchor in certain energies, but also to be the mediary for when extraterrestrials make contact. She's specifically the mediary and the translator, I guess, meaning they're going to be speaking through her, but she's here to be like a calming source to support people, specifically for the group that she is from. So what my guides showed me is that they're not this group of beings that sounds like they're one of the ones that will potentially make contact. Not only does she have the same resonance, so she's able to receive information, but they will be speaking through her, kind of like Bashar. So when I channel, my guides are giving me information. It's a group of cosmic beings that I channel. If you want to know more about me and what I do, and if you're curious about working with me and my guides, finding out what you're here to do, the reasons for your trauma, what you're meant to do with the learnings from your trauma, etc. Soul contracts with the loved ones, caregivers, partners, and children are the ones that we have main contracts with. You can go to the link in my bio and check that out. But how it works for me is my guides, this group of cosmic beings, speak information, and then I share it. They give me big pictures and visions and downloads of information, and then I do my best to, through human, articulation, share that information. My client yesterday, they're not only speaking to her, and they started preparing her, which I go into more in the last video, but they're going to be potentially speaking through her, potentially like Bashar. So they're getting her ready. And the reason why she doesn't remember a lot of her childhood is, which is so interesting, is that because she hasn't been here probably ever before, she's not used to this planet. And so all of her soul's essence did not come in with her in the beginning, and it's been coming in gradually. They showed me that they've been working on her physically, and that they're now preparing her mentally and emotionally for contact. So she's been getting more and more of her soul essence downloaded into her as she, over her 40 years of existence, has started learning to acclimate to this environment, which is very heavy and very dense and very different than what she's used to. So one of the reasons why she doesn't remember her childhood, it's really tough to explain this concept, but it's because not all of her was in her body in childhood. Now, many people on this planet have been here dozens, hundreds, maybe thousands of times before. Their soul's much more acclimated. I don't even know if soul is the right term, but that's what kind of will make the most sense. They're more acclimated and remember how to navigate this plane. For people who are newer, and I have channeled for other people that have not been here a lot, and they've had issues. They've had breathing issues, trouble breathing. Maybe they were sick as a kid. And I asked her, they showed me that she had trouble breathing as a kid, but she didn't remember until I asked her, and she said, actually, she confirmed that there was some challenges in the womb, actually. And my guide said it took her 2 or 3 years. There was some challenges with her breathing because of her acclimating. So that's the reason for why she didn't remember all of her childhood. So as I'm sharing this with her, my guides are saying this is for me too, because I have always wondered, why don't I remember a lot of my childhood? Sometimes it's a trauma response from trauma, but that didn't seem to be the case for me. And my guide said this was the answer for me. And as I was sharing this with her, she was told, she got the download. And after I was done sharing with her this information, she said, I just got the download that this question was for you too. The answer is for you. And I said, yep, I just got that same message. So it was so beautiful. Now, what we can do, let's move into what can we do to prepare for contact. Now, they're saying that contact could happen and may happen in many different ways. Certain people might actually physically see these beings. Some of them have already contracted to potentially not be on the planet for very long. They've contracted to leave the planet, during this potentially during this contact. But many people around the globe who are have contracted to be part of contact. Meaning before they incarnated, they've contracted with these beings as potentially one of these beings to be part of contact. Like my client yesterday is a mediary and meant to be part of helping society navigate through this. The people that have contracted to be part of it have been getting downloads, DNA upgrades. They might have been feeling more tired. I don't know if I'm going to be one of them, but I have been feeling exhausted, especially this year. I got the message loud and clear to start changing what I was drinking, what I was eating. In fact, recently I've only been craving like fruit smoothies and light foods, which I'm going to get to in a minute. There's some direction here for all of you on this. So there are people who are physically being prepared emotionally and mentally for contact because they're most likely going to be some of the ones that will actually see these beings, but many people will only hear about it through other people. So they might not, there's not going to be as many, they don't need to do the same things to prepare from a frequency perspective, vibration, from a shock and awe perspective, the physical, emotional, and mental responses that many people are going to have. So I asked my guides, well, what do you want me to share with everyone that's people that are coming to this channel? Apparently, whatever they share with me, it's because whoever is coming here to listen, many of you are meant to hear this information. Go online, go sign up for my membership community to be notified of the membership community, because that's what's going to be, we're going to be covering and supporting people navigating over the next couple of years of potential chaos when some of this stuff starts happening. Among other things, my main passion is teaching people how to connect to their higher self guidance so you can navigate this stuff on your own, so you don't have to come to someone like me to channel the information. But my guide said what people can start doing. They said start taking salt baths. I buy packages of Dead Sea salt online. You can buy, try to support local businesses if possible, especially now more than ever, and put apple cider vinegar as well. This will detox your body and help to physically enlighten you. And start learning to connect to your higher self. Go take the free challenge on my website. It gives you really great 30-day preparation for this. Connecting to your higher self will help you hear and receive and discern guidance about what is best for you and how to prepare. You might start changing your eating habits, changing what you're drinking. There's certain things that bring us down vibrationally. Alcohol brings us down vibrationally. Heavy foods, eating meats, things like that. So start listening to your body, and if your body is creating something light, go with that, because you are going to start getting downloads about how to prepare yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally for this. So for the sake of time, I'm going to wrap this up. Please drop your comments, questions below. Would love to channel more about this now that it's in my awareness, and apparently it's time to start talking about this. Thanks for being here. Everything I share is channeled. I have to say it's for fun and entertainment. I'll see you in the next video.